Hi! Hi and welcome everyone! Oh, I hope everyone is as excited as I am. We are here today for a quotes game show. Yeah. Yeah, I am Sildamer. Over there we have Innocent Cell, and then here with me to participate in this very fun game show and try to guess who said each quote that I'm presenting them with, we have.
I'm Bluabell. I am Bluabell. Hello.
That could have gone better. It's okay. But yeah, we have Blue and
Estelle Rochelle.
yay!
Yay!
Yeah. Okay, that could have gone a little better. It's okay.
It's okay. This is the first time we're collabing. So
Yeah. It's our very first collab, very first Starlet collab, very first collab between the three of us. How are we feeling about it?
scared.
Yeah,
Good.
really?
I don't know what will show up.
I mean, I feel like that's kind of
I'm
your
drinking
fault
water.
then.
Yeah, that's my own fault.
You were warned.
Nothing can go.
Nothing can go wrong, I'm sure. Yeah, sure.
Everything will be perfectly fine.
Yeah. So I mean, you guys. So a little context for chat too. These people have known I was grabbing quotes since the very moment I started grabbing them, and they were warned that they would come up, and like the possibility of like asking them who said them was a thing for a very long time too. Um, so, and a lot of times when I quote something, I tell them, I go, hey, I am adding that to the quotes list. So at this point, they really only have themselves to blame. uh, yeah.
To introduce the concept, as I started gathering quotes, and they knew it ever since I started.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
like the moment
Ever
I
since you
started,
started,
I
you
told you.
started.
No, no, I meant that you guys knew from the moment we're all doomed to. No,
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
doomed. Luna, please get
We're
it right. We're doomed.
yeah.
Oh god.
Oh, that's perfect. Thank you, Luna, for giving me that one. Uh, that was perfect. Sorry,
Is that
yes,
one
don't,
on
Yes,
my
here?
we're
bad.
all
Yeah,
dumb.
that was
That one better be
perfect.
on here.
Yeah, yeah. Speaking of things in there, I know you guys probably forgot most of these. But are there any that you remember, or like anything you think might show up?
I'm afraid of things that I said showing up and then having to admit to them.
It's
I think
okay.
that's the main thing.
It's okay. You can't be held responsible for your own words, so.
Yeah, yeah.
uh,
I
yeah.
mean, to be fair, you know what they say about car batteries.
I should not have tried to drink when you started speaking. uh, yeah, yeah, that's very fair. I'm not telling you whether those show up or not yet, but like you can expect a lot of things. But yeah, there's a few very wild things in here, and I do want to start this saying I did not use every quote we have. Far from it. We got about halfway through the Starlit quotes list, more or less, and it doesn't go exactly in order from the very first one to the very last one because there's ones that I moved in between. So we're gonna have like 17 different quotes from Mr. Manager, one after the other. Uh, but yeah, so we have a lot of quotes, and most of these are very old.
That makes sense.
So yeah, that's going to be a whole thing. Let me make sure. Okay. Yeah, I think we're going to move on to the place with the slides and our points and stuff. So we are going to be right there. Ta-da! It is
All
so
right.
incredibly not fancy at all.
Oh no, it's so.
I mean, I can claim it's
I think
cute.
there's just one thing missing. Can you put a one in front of my 0? I think that's the only thing missing.
What?
What a fabulous setup. Thank you, Luna. I appreciate it. And I'm sure everyone agrees that the best part about it are the two innocent cells right here. The one on the corner and the one on the slides. You're going to be seeing the one on the slides a lot.
We need
Which makes
supervisor and scorekeeper.
Yeah, yeah.
that's the innocent self for you.
Yep.
Staring into my soul as always. Yeah, That's the thing about the sitting innocently emotes. I like making them. I make a lot of them, and all of them look like they stare into your soul. All of them. Like that's just the way they are.
Oh,
But yeah,
that's fun.
yeah, it's really fun. It's actually great, and people use them a lot. So that's always nice. But yeah, how about we start talking a little about how this is going to work, okay?
All right.
So we're starting with the little rules. It's more like, hey, this is how this works, rather than, hey, this is the things you're allowed to do versus not allowed to do. So I don't know the rules, but you know, the way this is going to work is I will put a quote on the screen. You guys have the PDF with the quotes too. You know where we are. We're on the second slide right now, the one that has how the game works. And I will tell you when we change to the next quote, and I will ask you a question. The question might be who said this quote. The question might be everyone has said this at some point, so who said it first? You know, and then you guys have to guess. If you can guess who said the quote, you will get 1 point. If you can guess the context of the quote, you will get half a point. So you can get absolutely no points. You can get half a point if you only guess the context. You can get 1 point if you guess the person, a point and a half if you get both, and there is a single quote where you have the possibility to get 2 whole points. I'm not really going to tell you which one it is. It's a quote where if you can get the whole context, you will understand why. And I will just give you the 2 points instead of giving you half for the context. You will get like 1 for the person and 1 for the context if you get it fully right. But that's a special one. We will get there if we get there. Then at the very end, whoever has the least amount of points will get a punishment. I thought about doing a prize for the winner, but these people over here decided they wanted to be punished if they lost instead.
Yay. Honest.
So yeah, instead of getting a prize, they will get a punishment, and we will reveal that at the end. We all 3 of us already agreed on what it is.
Yeah.
Are we looking forward to it? Because it's not really a bad one.
Yeah.
It's just funny. But yeah, the only rule you have is you are not allowed to look up the quotes. I mean, some of them wouldn't show up anyway. Some of them were like in BC or like, things like that. Is it they must wear mustache on model for their next stream? No, it doesn't involve mustaches, but you're kind of on the right track. Kinda, vaguely, yeah. But yeah. Now, when it comes to guessing who said each quote, I would love a mustache, maybe some other time. When it comes to seeing who said each quote, we have a few options, and we're moving on to those options for Christmas. Luna, you're already getting a blue pony for Christmas, please.
Yeah, but is it a blue pony with a mustache?
It is now. Hold on. I have my note right here. I have my note right here.
You're welcome, Luna. You're
You
getting a
were
blue
so
pony
welcome.
with a mustache.
Oh hell yeah. Okay, yeah. If Luna's agreeing, then Luna's getting a blue pony with a mustache. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay. Anyway.
Oh my goodness.
See, this is what happens when I let cool people from 2 different places meet. Suddenly chaos just multiplies.
Fair enough.
Let's just get to actually telling you guys who. I'm so happy to be here. I'm glad you're here, Luna, and I'm glad you're having fun. Thank you for stopping by. Jesus Christ. I can speak, I promise. But yeah, if I show you guys a quote and you have to tell me who said it, what will I accept? What are the options? Because if you tell me, if you go like, is this a quote from my mom? I will go like, I have never met your mom. Why would it be a quote from your mom? So here we have the options. Okay, the first option is that it's a starlet talent. You will have to tell me their names if it is. So it can be me, it can be Blue, it can be Estell, or it could be Orpheus. Okay? The next option is that it might be Lilith. Any way that you tell me so I know you mean Lilith, I will accept that. After that, it can be Mr. Manager. You can call him literally anything that I would recognize him by. Mr. Manager, 8-bit. If you say dumped bit, I don't think I would know you mean him, but maybe we can say it does. He's also answered to random staff member number 515 before, so almost anything goes. Just make sure I know you mean him. Then it might also be a starlet friend. This means other members of staff. It means support dog. Yeah, support dog can count too. But yeah, starlet friends means other members of staff and people like Sleepy. But yeah, and then the last option is that it's not actually a starlet quote. It will count as not a starlet quote if they're not from the starlet Discord server or from any of the talents or like starlet friends, because some of these quotes aren't taken from the server itself, but some of them are. So completely separate from starlet. All of them are real, they're just not starlet ones. And we can go over the context for those ones too, if you guys want me to actually explain why people have said the things they said. But obviously, on the quotes that aren't Starlet related, I won't expect you guys to know the context. So part of this is how well do you remember the things people have said, including yourselves. Part of this is kind of how well do you know the people. Because some of them might sound like they would be quotes from them, but some of them aren't, you know? So yeah, I did prepare the first two to show you a little bit of like the difficulty level you might expect. Some of them are going to be incredibly obvious, because even if they're old, they have been brought up time and time and time again. Some of them are a little harder. Some of them are nearly impossible. But yeah, if you guys can go through to the first quote, we have the one everyone knew would make it in. There was absolutely no doubt about it. Because we're dumped.
We're done.
Yay! Yay! Punishment!
Yeah. So now, if I put this on screen and I tell you, okay, who said we're dumped?
Ding!
Okay. Tell me.
Mr. Boss! Mr. Boss!
Mr. Boss
Mr.
did.
Manager!
Yeah, do we remember the context?
He misspelled the word doomed.
Yeah? Is that the extent of the context we remember?
That's all I remember.
Okay.
I remember it was something I said. It was something I said about I don't remember what I said, but I do remember it was something I was talking about.
Okay. I'm going to give you guys a single point each. For that one,
Yay!
just to start easily, you know. So
Yeah.
so the thing is, it was actually because Lilith revealed that she doesn't charge her phone, and it was like, well, if the boss doesn't charge her phone, then we're doomed. But we all know what happened with that doomed. You'll charge your phones. Luna, please! I mean, I can't really say much. We've been making fun of Mr. Manager a lot for the charging phones thing.
Yeah.
It turned into a whole thing. But yeah, what do you mean you're not constantly sitting on 12%? Oh my gosh. Like, for the bit,
No.
maybe, but like constantly, no. That is
Yeah.
bad. But yeah, so yeah, it was in BC, and Mr. Manager was the only one like texting on the BC text chat, and then I came in to see what you guys were doing, and I see we're dumped. And he didn't even notice he'd made a typo. He just kept going. He kept talking. So like 7 messages later, I like answer to the we're dumped, and I'm like, we're what now? And we haven't let him forget even once since. But yeah, so that's a way to show some of these are so incredibly easy. We all know who said them. We all expect them to show up. Like, it's obvious, you know? But what about the second one? I'm not even going to try to read that very specific key smash. But it's a very specific one, and it's a specific one for a reason. So, who made this specific key smash?
Um,
Think
Okay, who do you
was it?
think?
I want to say it was Orpheus, and he was teasing me for my keyboard smashes.
Is that your
'Cause
final
I
answer?
do this, but this has to be here for a reason because it's not me, right?
Maybe, maybe. Okay. I will tell you the answer is not Orpheus. Now, do we want to let Stell try, or do we want to make this
Yeah.
like one person tries, and if you don't get it, then it's completely.
yeah, probably. I
Okay.
want to say it was me.
Yeah?
I don't remember the context, but I
Okay.
remember it was like a genuine key smash from me.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It was actually Stell's key smash. This
Good job,
Oh.
Stell.
Yeah, this happened in a chat where the others don't have access or like they don't check it. And Stealth made the key smash. And Blue was like, Stealth key smash, right? And we thought it would be funny if we wrote it down for the quotes list and people would think it was a Bluabell one. But only the three of us would know it was actually from Stealth. And I told you guys I was doing that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but like I did tell you it was I was doing that. So that goes to show the fact that even me telling you I was grabbing quotes and what I was going to do with them exactly. Sometimes you guys still forget them, you know. But yeah, so these are kind of like the two extremes of difficulty, you know, the one where we clearly know what was happening versus the one where it's like, well, it could be this person, but it's probably not because then it wouldn't be here or things like that, you know. 'Cause yeah, if I went through actually grabbing every key smash Blue has done, I don't think we would be done with just the key smashes today.
We'd be
We'd
here
be
all
done
day.
with key smashes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah. So now, how about we go to the next one? The next one isn't me testing the difficulty anymore. The next one is genuinely the next one. Okay? Because this one's I grabbed from like specific points in the list. Now we're actually kind of vaguely going in order. So we start with who said the two genders 40-year-old British man or 100-year-old British man with no in between?
I think this was Mr. Manager.
Uh-huh.
I think I remember this.
It feels like an Aitken quote.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'm going to. Okay, I can give you half a point each for that. Do you know the
Yay!
context?
I have no idea what the context is.
It was. Oh, I don't quite remember. Something about British men.
No, but good
I
try.
can't completely remember the context.
Would that be like I relate to both? Aren't you British? Is that what you relate to? I know the context, well. Yeah, well, I would expect you to. Okay, I'm giving you both half a point. This is actually a quote that 8-bit started, and I finished. And I finished it. So part of the quote is actually his, and then I went in, and the actual full quote we see right now is fully mine.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So like 8-bit said something about like the 40-year-old and 100-year-old British man, and then I completed it like with the thing about the two genders. Of course, I value my tea. Yeah, I thought so. So yeah, so you're both getting half a point because you're kind of right. And the context of this was, well, or not so the context, but we were talking about Lilith's grandfather, who is 70. And we were like, apparently we were trying to guess the age or something for some reason. And Nate was like, he's either 40 or 100, you know? And there was something about him being British, I think. And yeah, it turned into this. Yeah, welcome to the very first quote on the quotes list. This is the first Starlet quote ever. Yeah, he's British. Yeah, I thought so. Like, why else would we, with both ages, include British men?
It's funny
know?
the no in between part because he's in between.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's the funniest part, honestly. With the sailor version of the British accent and swears like one as well. Oh gosh.
Oh
It's like your
no.
grandfather swears like a sailor. That is hilarious. What an icon.
What an
Yeah.
icon.
Yeah, I love that. Oh, that's so funny. I love that. But yeah, we're going to the next quote. Now, who said, please, I wanna see my family again? Roll a nat 20 perception check.
Okay, this was Mr. Manager. This was Mr. Manager. Ah,
I feel like two
Oh.
people said this actually.
Yeah? Which two?
I feel like it was either both. It was obviously Mr. Manager, but it was Mr. Manager and someone else.
Yeah? Are you sure?
I think.
Okay.
I may be wrong.
So this is a very highly specific one, random purpose. Many people made reference to like being kidnapped in my basement and stuff like that for D&D. Which I guess that's the context, but like I don't, it's okay. While Mr. Manager might have made a reference to it, this specific quote is not Mr. Manager's. This is a Estell quote.
I had a feeling.
Orpheus did not say this. This was Estell. Because we were talking about how everyone was tied in my basement being forced to play D&D. And we started talking about how, like, if you wanted to see your families again, you needed to roll well enough for it. So sadly, we're not giving you points for this one, but it was a good attempt. And it's usually it's pretty fair to assume Mr. Manager might have said a quote, considering how many he has. But yeah, no, this was a still one. I know he's the orphan in this. Lilith, please, please. Don't get ahead. Don't get ahead of us, okay? We will get to the orphans later.
Get to the orphans later.
Maybe I should add that to the list. Should I?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's have to now.
Fair enough. Hold on. Let me go to the end of the list and actually add it. Cute, quick news
Quick news
slide.
slide.
No, no, we have 60 slides, 60 different quotes in the slides. Again, we got about halfway through the list. We will get to the orphans later. Okay, that is me. Wow, how long did it take you to make this? Not as long as you would think. It's actually pretty easy because since I have them all written down in a way that I can copy and paste them, and like the background image is the same one, so like I just had to like duplicate each like slide and actually paste the quote in. That's clever, actually. Yeah. Okay. During.
Imagine hand typing each quote, including the
would
key
die.
smash.
I would die. Some of these, when they were put into the list, they were hand typed. But like, no,
Oh, yeah.
if I had to actually type them manually every single time I mention them, like, we would be here for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So the context for this one is during the Codes Game Show when Lilith said, okay,
Lilith mentioned Orpheus.
yeah. Hold on.
I must burn this moment into my memory, so the next game show, when this quote comes up, I will
Bold
know.
of you to assume this will come up on the next one.
It might.
Whatever one it comes up.
Like, you do
Whatever
realize we have many quotes, right? Okay.
I will remember this for the 5th game show.
The fifth.
The dedication is admirable. Thank you, Luna. You have seen the dedication. You have read the chat fic. So the participants do not know this, but the two genders quote from before is actually in the chat fic. It was like the first quote to make it into the chat fic. So yeah. God, I was giggling when I was reading that. Good, good. It has also come up several more times since then for some reason. I don't know how I keep managing to bring it up. But yeah. Okay, now that that one's written down, we can go to the next one for continuity. Yeah, sure. We will call it continuity. So, who said that a cold and being constipated are basically the same if you sweat hard enough?
I want to say Mr. Manager again.
Okay.
I think it's either Lilith or Orpheus.
Okay. I will tell you, Bluabell was right. It was Mr. Manager.
Yay!
Now,
Okay.
does either of you remember the context?
No.
You shared something. I think it was a typo from another server or something. I think it was in a different link. No, it was someone didn't understand that the English word constipation meant what it meant and thought it meant cold or something like that.
Yeah.
Or like sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you actually got it right. So it's because in Spanish the word for cold is constipado, which is pretty similarly to constipated.
That's funny.
So a lot of people when they are learning English assume that constipated means having a cold. Because it's similar looking, but they are completely different words. And so Mr. Manager's reaction to learning about that was to say this quote, that a cold and being constipated are basically the same if you sweat hard enough. But yeah, that is actually what he said.
Oh no.
Okay, now for the next which of us claimed that Mom said it's my turn to be God today, and you can have it back tomorrow?
Dang, I said this.
Did you now?
I think so. It was one of us. It was either me or Blue.
Okay, Blue, do you agree with that?
Yeah. Well, I don't think I said that. I think Estelle said that.
Okay.
I don't know. Did I say that?
Okay. I am sad to inform you that you are both wrong. This
Oh.
was said by me.
Oh,
Okay.
Is it my turn to be God now?
okay.
Do
Well,
you
it
guys
was one of
remember
us
why?
anyway.
Do you guys remember why I
Um,
said this?
it was about being the DM for a D&D thing, right?
Correct. Yeah.
And
Oh.
I think someone made reference to DM being like you know, the god of that session
So
of
kind
that
of,
world.
not quite. Uh, since so a thing happened where Mr. Manager basically claimed to be God for a moment, but we were like talking before playing D&D. So when we were switching over to actually playing D&D, I claimed the God spot from him, and I said this quote. Yeah, let me give Blue
Oh,
half
I
a point.
remember. I remember now. Oh my goodness.
Yay.
Okay. But yeah, you guys are doing pretty well so far. It's okay. But yeah. But yeah, no, I said that one. Okay, now. I don't think you're ready for the next one, but we're going to the next one anyway. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. No, wait.
My streak.
I'm so sorry.
This one is Mr. Manager.
I have to do it.
No,
It
wait.
feels like a Lilith quote because
No, that's not proper capitalization. I'm not sure it's a Lilith quote.
no, because of the
Yeah.
misspelling.
No, the
Oh,
spelling is
I
intentional.
thought it was like I
The
think it
misspelling
was
is
like
intentional.
replacing the word never.
Oh, it was intentional. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the
Then in
nether.
that
It's the
case,
nether from Minecraft. Like it was written as the nether.
Oh,
I can tell
okay,
you that
okay.
much.
It's
In that case, it is Mr. Manager.
that, or it could be me. I could see myself doing something like this.
Yeah.
Which one do I want to pick? I'm gonna go with me. I said it.
Okay.
I say it's Aikun.
Okay. Well, Bluabell got it right.
Yay!
It was her.
Oh.
So the context is we were talking about possibly playing Minecraft, and the Mr. Manager said that Blue would watch us all die in the Nether while collecting wheat, and that was Blue's answer to that.
Never gonna
I cannot
give
believe
you up,
Minecraft made an
never gonna
appearance.
let you
Yeah.
down, never gonna run
That's
down
wild.
and desert you.
Yeah, this was a very long time ago now. But yeah, that is a Blue quote. And I am so sorry for starting that with the Rickroll. Like, I didn't even warn you, I just started.
Oh no.
PTSD.
PTSD. My streak.
I need to drink some more. I was looking forward to that one.
Oh my goodness.
To be fair, there are a lot of them that I'm looking forward to.
Okay, now I gotta lock in.
Okay, since I'm going to remind you, just in case, since a lot of this, since so far, every time you have answered Talon's name or Lilith, or Aitken, I will remind you that the options of it being a Starlet friend or not at all a starlet quote exists. Okay?
Okay.
Just in case, just so you are aware.
Yeah.
Because yeah, so far you have been right every time it has been one of us. But
Are you saying that because the next one is not a starlet talent?
No, actually, I'm pretty sure you both know who said the next
Okay.
one. Because now, who said, hey guys, I woke up at 2 a.m. and I'm mentally healthy?
Oh, yes.
It's
Yep.
Lilith.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
You had this one on your debut slide.
I
You
did.
did.
And I still am, sure, Lilith, sure. But yeah, this one was the next on the list, so. I also have absolutely no context for it written down. Like, there's not a lot of quotes that have no context on the list, but this one is. I have arrived. Welcome, Soap! Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. But yeah, let me give you guys the points. I'm not even going to ask you for the context because even I don't have the context.
Oh,
Maybe there wasn't context.
I
Lilith
mean-
there
just
was
showed
no
up and said this.
context.
I mean, I assume maybe we were like in BC or something and she showed up late, maybe? Or like she showed up
Yeah.
out of nowhere and she was like, hey guys, I woke up at 2 a.m.
Lilith,
Oh my god,
do
I
you
can say
remember?
hello to Soap from across the pond. Yeah, Luna, just say hi to Soap. Just don't start actually eating Soap again. Again. But yeah. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened with the quote, but I assume Lilith just woke up and felt inclined to just tell us that it was 2 a.m. and she was mentally healthy. I think so. Give a second. Oh, Lilith, are you looking for the context? Okay, you specifically. I will allow you to look up the quotes. Only you though. Our participants can't.
Yeah.
Given the fact that they have been failing a few of them, clearly they haven't been looking them up.
Yeah.
Well, not you couldn't really get the context for all of them, or like, well, a lot of them you could at least get the person who said them.
That's true, but yeah, no.
Yeah. Speaking. Oh, I think it is time. The time for orphans isn't later anymore. Because who said they like to steal from orphans?
Orpheus.
Yes. Surely this is Orpheus.
I
I'd be
wonder.
concerned if it was anyone else.
Yeah. This is Orpheus. I also
Okay,
have no
good.
context. I also have no context for this one. Like we all can assume it's probably
think-
related to the D&D, maybe.
Yeah, I think it was a D&D thing.
Yeah. So the orphans thing was a D&D thing, but I'm not quite sure why we got from the orphans to Orpheus liking to steal from orphans. I believe we were talking about sleep schedules, and I mentioned I woke up at 2 a.m. that day. Oh, that would make sense too. Yeah.
I remember someone mentioning that after that session, it was I believe something about stealing orphans from or stealing from orphans from a legally distinct fast food chain.
Ah. I regret to inform you that legally distinct food chain might show up later. And I did not censor that
Oh.
because I was told it was okay to show on the stream. So we have the name
Oh no,
right
it's okay.
there.
It's my okay. It's McDonald's.
Yeah. I'm just letting you guys know, and if that's a problem, I can censor it real quick, but
No, it's
I
okay.
think it's McLegal.
McLegal.
Okay, yeah, sure. Also, hi Jeremy, welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. I believe we've got some context, but I forgot this about the orphans one. Maybe.
I want to say I don't know.
But yeah, D&D mentions. Yes, there's a few D&D quotes. A few. We just leave it at a few. Now, we can go to the next quote. Who said, "I see why you're divorced now"?
I think I remember this one. Mr. Manager Akun said this to a starlet friend.
Mm-hmm.
I
Is
think
that what we think?
I said this about the D&D character Mr. Manager was playing.
I don't know. Two totally
'Cause I
different answers. One
think
of us will be wrong.
Okay, I
or
will.
both.
I will. Okay, neither of you was quite fully right.
Okay.
I will tell
Okay.
you. I will give half a point to Blue because it was about Mr. Manager's D&D character. It was not her. Lilith said it.
Oh.
Because Mr. Manager's character was dragging a kid around, and so Lilith said, "I see why you're divorced now."
That sounds right.
Right.
Sounds about right, actually.
This is a relatable quote, I fear. Luna, no. Luna,
Okay.
please. Luna has gotten, like, I
Next, I
think,
need to
joke
lock in.
divorced several times, I think. I don't even really know what Luna has got going on, but I'm pretty sure I've seen something about Luna getting divorced at least 5 different times. But yeah, gotta lock in. We have the next quote. Who said to keep them locked in the basement?
Okay, there's a few ways this could go. It could be either Orpheus about orphans. It could be about you and D&D
Okay.
or something entirely different.
Okay. Blue, do we agree? Do we think?
That does make sense. I'm gonna go with yeah, I'm trying to think. The K is capitalized, so this is someone who takes the time to capitalize the start of words. Not all the talents care about that.
Me.
Looking at no one, right? I think Blue's the only one who capitalizes always here. That's the truth. Like, we do it sometimes, but mostly it's just Blue.
Surely you're not saying I said that.
No, I mean, that's not what I was saying, but maybe. I mean, it not being a starlet quote is still an option.
Okay,
True, it could not be a starlet quote. That is the third option.
That just depends on whether you guys think one of us would have said this or not. There's a lot. Hold on.
Oh,
I got it.
Always
Okay.
very possible for one of us to have said something about keeping people locked in the basement. That's always a possibility.
Okay.
Go with Mr. Manager.
Yeah? With
What?
Mr.
What did he
Manager.
say?
Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Manager would say this, but I'm trying to think of the context too.
Yeah? Do you have a guess about the context?
Either Orpheus about orphans, or something about D&D,
Yeah.
or something else.
Something about us being locked in Cell's basement.
Okay, I'm going to give Blue her point because it is a Lobet quote, an 8-bit quote. It's so this was because a starlet friend brought someone to the server and said they were their bunny boy. And 8-bit said to keep the bunny boy locked in the basement.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, it is a
I'll take that point.
it is a really 8-bit quote.
Yeah.
It could have been about many things. But yeah, no, it was about the bunny boy.
Oh my goodness. Keep them locked in the basement.
I was tempted to guess Orpheus, but I was trying to think.
Yeah,
Would
I mean,
Orpheus had started keep with a capital K?
yeah, that. I like. Oh, I love how he told me here to keep the bunny boy locked in the basement. Oh no. Yeah, this is. I think this stream game, you never win if you come in like halfway through, like at any point in time. You're just going to see the wildest
Oh.
things. It's a perfect time to join. I mean, sure, I mean, I think every point that from now on, every single point is a great time to come in. Also, hi, welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. Oh gosh. See, if these people didn't already know about the kinds of quotes I give, this would be very awkward later. Time you said, Jeremy, please. Okay. Anyway, how about the next one? Who said, "This isn't America, this is space"?
I know, I remember this. I said that.
Yeah?
I said that. It was
It
when I was playing Super Mario Land 2, and it was during the space stage where there were a bunch of stars everywhere, and it looked kind of like the American flag, but you know, it's not. It's not America. It's space.
Yeah, I
It was
love
during
how
one of my practice streams.
I love how stars just like the fact that stars made you think of America.
Stars with a dark background.
Yeah. I mean, it was what was actually happening is an enemy was throwing stars at you, but everything else was completely right. And I'm so sorry, Estelle, you didn't even get the chance to answer that one. To be fair,
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I need to lock in a little more.
to be fair,
I'm not sure if you saw
Using
them.
50% of my brain
Yeah.
right now.
I'm not sure if Estelle watched the thing, but yeah, some of these might have been collected from streams and stuff. Again, they've been collected from all
yeah.
over the place. The only requirement is like, if they're starlet quotes, they haven't been collected from like DMs or something like that, or private conversations. The United States of space, apparently.
That's where I live. That's where I'm from.
right. But yeah. Okay. Now, this one you guys have heard since it happened, but I'm not sure. United States of America, maybe. Yeah, that one sounds good too.
Yes.
It sounds a little better. United States of America, yeah. Okay, this one you have seen it. I'm not sure if you knew who said it when you saw it, but you have seen it since. So the next one is, blaming someone else is part of the fun in doing wrong things.
That feels like a Starlet quote, but it might not be.
Yeah?
Blaming someone else is part of the doing wrong thing. Oh, I want to say Orpheus, but the P isn't capitalized.
I do want to I because you've been paying a lot of attention to capitalization. I do want to make it clear. Some quotes can come from streams, from BC,
Oh, yes.
or stuff
You're
like
right.
that. So the way they're written, sometimes it's because I copy and pasted what someone said, and sometimes it might just be because I heard the quote and I wrote it down that way. Okay?
Okay, good point. Okay.
Just because like you were right last time, but like not necessarily every time. You know. Sounds like a soap thing to say. You wow. Okay.
Okay, which one of the talents or other people are the most like soap?
I mean, depends on why. When it comes to being a massive parent friend, Blue. When it comes to chaos, to absolute pure chaos, probably Mr.
There's
Manager.
a lot of options there.
But like,
Depends on the kind of chaos.
yeah. I mean, when it comes to eating things they shouldn't, chaos. You know, so I have different answers depending on why. It's like catching 4 on fire, guys. Please keep that to the D&D. No arson today. But yeah,
Not yet, anyway.
Yeah. The arson comes later on. We didn't get to the arson quotes. Every time
I'm
I go,
gonna
we didn't get to this kind of
say-
quote. It's very funny to me. Yeah, who do you think?
I'm gonna say Lilith.
Okay. Does
My
Stell agree?
answer.
Well, now we're comparing them to me. Yeah.
It feels like it's somewhat. It somewhat feels like an Orpheus quote.
Yeah. Are those the final
Yeah.
answers?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I regret to inform you both that you are wrong. This
Oh.
is a me quote.
Oh!
Oh, I almost forgot.
And
Good for you.
I bring up the fact that not always the capitalization depends on who actually said it, because this one happened on a stream, and the reason it's on the quotes list is because Blue caught it and sent it to me later to add it to the list.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, so I
Thank
said
you,
it.
Blue.
I said it. I did not write it down, and then Blue said it again and came like to quote it at me, and so I added it. But yeah, this happened during like practice stream stuff when I was working on the winter fan art stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was on
Okay,
that stream,
okay.
and Blue was the one who caught the quote, which is why it's capitalized. Because I copied the bit after Blue said it, and Blue capitalized it. But yeah, I did use it again later when I posted the little innocent self face before the debut announcements. Because I sent a
Wow.
second tweet that said that had this like with the quotes, like making it clear was a quote, and then I proceeded to blame Stell for posting Innocent Cell. I said it was Stell that made me do it.
Oh my goodness. I remember that, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
So
didn't realize what it was.
it was a
in a
quote.
way, this quote included all of us.
Yeah, it kind
So
of did.
true.
Okay. Now, who said, what's everybody? It's critical. Poop chungus pee pee sex toy balls. Okay, see ya.
It's that feels like a manager quote.
Yeah, that's Mr. Manager. Surely, please tell me it is.
Okay, it is.
Yes.
Yay!
I'm not going to ask you guys for the context because the entire thing I have about the context is and when I said I understood none of it, he said I understood enough, and both he and Orpheus refused to elaborate. So that is the entire context I have.
I mean, it's a very accurate. What's up, everybody? It's critical. Poops, chungus, pee pee, sex, toy balls. Okay, see ya.
Yeah, like he just
I like
sent
your
that.
impression.
He just sent that to the chat, and he was like, "Wait, what?" And they refused to elaborate, so I still have no idea what that was about. Sometimes people elaborate on the context later on, and I just don't add it because, like, you know, it's kind of fun here, honestly, without the context. So I am so confused.
It's silly.
Good. Being confused is part of the fun. You just have to read it and be like, what the actual fuck? And then you listen to us blame our friends for saying things that half of the time we have said ourselves.
Yeah.
Yay, confusion!
Yay.
But yeah, okay, it is once again orphan time. Who asked if they could steal orphans from McDonald's?
It's Orpheus. Orphanus.
Yeah.
Orphanus.
Yeah.
Orphanus.
Let me double check real quick.
My
if I
favorite
have
part about
context.
orphans is when orphans came out and said it's orphaning time, proceeded to orphan all over the place.
Okay, does either of you
Orphanius.
have any idea what the context might have been?
D&D.
Okay.
It has to be
Surely that's the
D&D.
only context I can give is D&D.
Okay, I'm
That's about it.
I'm not going to count it for
Yep.
the extra half a point because it's at this point after like 3 mentions of orphans, I think we all know any orphan mention has something to do with D&D. So I'm not counting it because
True.
it's not the full context and we already know it's D&D very well.
Yeah.
Orpheus sounds like someone who takes orphans. Based on the name.
Based on the name.
Like it was a prophecy. It was the prophecy. It came true. He was always meant to steal orphans. Oh my gosh. But yeah, no, this happened while talking about possible rewards for the D&D. Because Mr. Manager suggested a coupon for McDonald's, and I said I would have to create an in-universe version of it. And then Orpheus apparently wasn't very interested on the coupon, was more interested in going to this version of McDonald's and stealing a few orphans.
Hang on. Let me put it in the chat. Orphan, yes. There we go. Spell it out.
Oh, I love that. Okay. This is awkward since I named my Ocarina of Time Link Orphan. Oh no!
Oh.
Oh no! That's
Unfortunate.
that is a very bad coincidence. Orphaners, no! So please.
I got it. Oh my god.
Oh gosh. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? Yeah, next quote. Who said maybe the real bedrocks were the friends we made along the way? With the H in the middle too.
Is this me?
That feels like a blue quote, yeah.
Okay.
And we were talking about Minecraft.
Yeah, you think you were talking about Minecraft? What could have possibly made you think so? For unfortunate orphans, please, guys, let's move on for the orphans. For orphans. But yeah, you would be correct about it being a blue quote. Yes, the context is talking about Minecraft. I'm not too sure we should count that though. The actual context is we were talking specifically about which Minecraft version to play. And there was a bit mention of like the Bedrock version, and then Blue said maybe the real Bedrocks were the friends we made along the way.
Yeah, you can give her a half point.
Yeah, yeah.
Sure.
I was talking about Minecraft. I just didn't know like Minecraft versions at the very least.
So that is a quote that will come up maybe some other time, but that is an actual real quote someone has said, that maybe the real arson was the friends we made along the way. That is an actual quote someone has said before. It is not a quote that made it into today's stream.
Maybe the real quotes are the friends we
made along the way. Guys, that is my DM. My D&D DM. These people are so... Okay. Yeah, this is what happens when I invite my whole D&D group to come watch. Okay, now for the next one. Who said that their inferiority complex requires them to be one of the best, or it is legally allowed to mess up their day?
That's an Orpheus quote.
Oh, that's a good guess. Could be Orpheus. I'm gonna go with Mr. Manager.
Yeah? Is that the final answer from both of you?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Blue got it right. It is actually a Mr. Manager quote. Now, does either of you
Yay!
remember the context? To love
Nope.
Estell,
I don't.
this stream is awesome. At least I'm glad you're liking it. Thank you. But yeah, okay. So you don't remember it. Do you have any idea now that you know who said it, Stell?
If it's Mr. Manager, then it has to be about I have no idea.
That is fine. So this was actually about the quotes list. This is the point
that's
where
funny.
Mr. Manager was not the person with the most quotes, and he wanted to be. So he said that his inferiority complex required him to be one of the best, or he was legally allowed to mess up their day. Because he wanted to be the one with the actual most quotes in the list. That is where that comes from. From way back when.
Did
Oh,
he get his wish?
Yeah, he did.
Yay!
goal accomplished.
Yeah, it's been a very long time since I counted them because the list has almost 18,000 characters in it, and I'm not counting how many quotes each person has anymore. So, maybe not anymore, but he did for a long time. Why fish? Oh, yeah, for anyone who wasn't here on the view, a fish emote is the way you show your love and appreciation to Innocent Cell. Innocent Cell being the guy behind the quote on the slides and the person on the bottom right corner of the screen. That is Innocent Cell. And you show your appreciation to them by sending a fish emote. Good. Okay, good to see some love because Innocent Cell isn't making much of an appearance here. Now, who said, I sit on a throne of assholes?
That feels like either a manager or a you quote. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Mm.
Is that the final answer from you? And also, Blue, do you agree?
I'm trying to think. I'm gonna go with Mr. Manager.
Okay. I regret to inform you both that you're wrong. Because this is, in fact, not a Starlet quote.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
we were thinking it was.
This is not a
It's the
Starlet
first
quote.
not Starlet quote.
It is. It is. If Dinos is still in the chat, they were the actual person who said that. During D&D, but a different D&D. Throne of Assholes mentioned, yeah, these people have known the Throne of Assholes was making it into the quotes for a while now. For a little while, not very long. I know it's worse, yeah. They sure did say they were sitting on a throne of assholes. Help, I am here, yeah, good. I hope you're having fun. But yeah, so this is the first not actual Starlet quote. Let me see. Now, will the next one be, or will it not? Who said, what internation these here bar owners have worse security than a deaf farmer at night? Orpheus 2024. With the Orpheus being part of the quote.
I'm gonna say it's Mr.
Yep.
Manager.
Yeah, it's Mr. Manager talking about D&D session.
I think it's talking about where Orpheus is from.
Let me actually see if I can find it. Why? Okay. Yeah. So both of you got it right that it was Mr. Manager. And
Yay.
Blue got the context right. It was about Mr. Manager was making fun of the place and like where Orpheus comes from. Like, that is what Mr. Manager was doing there.
The
He was I didn't realize what I said until it left my mouth. I know that happens a lot, but that does not save you from the quotes list. It never saves anyone.
It is funny.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. But yeah, I will remind you both that starlet friends and not actually a starlet quote are an option. Now, who said I am not a good influence?
You. No, wait. It was either you or Lilith.
Oh, yeah, it could be Lilith.
Is that the answer from
Yeah,
both of you?
okay, I'm gonna go with Lilith. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Lilith.
Okay, I regret to inform you again that you're wrong.
Ah.
This is actually a sleepy quote.
Oh. Oh.
Sleepy and Blue were
When
doing
did
a
he say
practice collab. And Blue said something that I wasn't going to quote, and Sleepy told me to write it down. So then when Blue was like, why would you tell them? Sleepy was like, well, I'm not a good influence. I told you guys that
Yep,
Sleepy was
that's
included.
fair.
Every
That sounds right.
Yeah, every time I told you a
That's pretty
starlet
good.
friend is an option, I mentioned Sleepy on purpose.
Fair enough.
Okay. It's okay. How about the next one? Who said I went normal pilled for a second there? I need to recycle myself.
It's
know
a
how to say that word
Mr.
well.
Manager.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that too.
Okay. Does either of you remember the context? Because you were both right.
Context being something about trying to guess something. Trying to guess like I don't know. I
I
don't
think
know,
someone
like a
was
theory.
talking about schizophrenia or something.
Okay.
So Mr. Manager
Hmm.
elaborated on that.
No. So we were just having a very normal conversation, and I don't know why he said it, but I know he said it. And the next thing he did was send a very random GIF saying, "Are you guys going trick or treating in February?" We were in February. But yeah, no, we were just in the middle of a very normal conversation, and he just decided to do that.
Oh no.
It's okay. Um, okay, how about who said that robbing stores at night is considered trick or treating by law?
Is this Mr. Manager?
It's Mr. After hearing that, I think it's Mr. Manager, but like at the same time, I think it's Orpheus.
Yeah, it could be Orpheus too.
Yeah?
Hmm. Would there be two Mr. Manager quotes, one after the other?
It happened earlier, so who knows?
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go with Mr. Manager.
Okay. Is that also Stell's final answer then?
I'm gonna go with Orpheus to be different.
Well, sorry to tell you that it's Blue who's right then, because it was the next. So after sending the GIF, when someone questioned the whole trick or treating thing in February thing, the next thing Mr. Manager said was that robbing stores at night is considered trick or treating by law.
Honestly,
It was the very
he's
next
so
thing he
real for
said.
that makes sense actually, and he's so real for that.
Yeah, so some of these have stayed in like the same order they were in on the list. So this one is the next one on the list, and it is Mr. Manager quote.
Got it.
Yeah. Now, who might have said waffles lies in that direction?
That feels like a Lilith quote.
Yeah.
Does it now?
Yeah.
think.
Hold on. I need to open the
Yeah, I'm
context.
gonna go with Lilith.
I'm going with Lilith.
Wait. No, I'm gonna say it's not a Starlight quote.
Oh,
Oh. I
okay.
think it's Lilith.
Well, Blue would be right. This is not actually a Starlet quote.
Oh no.
This is another quote from Mr. Throne of Assholes.
Oh
Actually,
no.
it's from the same person. Because someone sent a picture of a compass that instead of having like, you know how it has like the N for north and the E and stuff, instead of having the S for south, it had a W. And so people were like, well, what is this random new secret cardinal direction? And what is that my name? Mr. Throne of Assholes? Well, it just is.
Congratulations, that's your new name.
But yeah, waffle lies in that direction is the guess that person had to what that secret cardinal direction, also starting with a W, might have been. Apparently, it leads to waffles. Honestly, I
Never eat wet waffles.
Oh.
It works.
Oh, good point.
It works.
Never eat soggy waffles, never eat wet waffles either.
Yeah. But
Also,
yeah,
I want waffle fries too.
I would love to have a compass permanently pointing to waffles. Honestly, like
Waffles in the North Pole.
Like I just turn around and it points to where the waffles are.
Where's the
Waffles
closest
at the North
Waffle
Pole.
House?
We must go.
Yeah. But yeah, good catch, Blue. That was, in fact, not the Starlet quote. Okay. Now, about the next quote. Who said, "It is in my contract that I leave every Christmas to help Santa with his sleigh because the guy can't cough up a few bucks for a GPS, or better yet, high beams."
This was Mr. Manager.
This was Mr. Manager in
Yeah.
December.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think it was in December, considering some of the other quotes were first. But yeah, that is Mr. Manager. Let me check actually. Because the trick-or-treating one was in February, and this one is after that one on the list.
Oh, good point.
I can't be sure though, because apparently I never saw this quote. Blue sent me a screenshot of it, and that is how I have it. Yeah, let me add points to both of you. But yeah, that is how I have it. I just got the screenshot and went, sure, I can add that one into the list. Okay. Now, the next one is one that we have said a lot. Everyone has said it at least once. We have said it alone, we have said it in the middle of other sentences. I want you to tell me who the first person who sent in a single message just the word perchance. And this is between Starlet. This is specifically between Starlet. Who was the first one to send just the word perchance in the server?
I think it was me.
I want to say it was either you or Mr. Manager.
Oh, Mr.
Okay.
Manager's a good guess too.
Okay, what are the final answers then?
I'll go with me.
Okay.
Go with Mr. Manager. Or you. I don't know.
I will accept both. Because that would be right. It was blue, but also,
Yay!
Mr. So what happened? Do either of you remember the context?
Perchance
I think
essay.
you showed...
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, Mr. Manager showed the perchance essay. Is what happens, and then Blue just sent
Okay.
perchance. I'm going to give Stella a little extra half a point because it did involve Mr. Manager. It was a blue quote and it involved Mr. Manager. So there you go, a point and a half for you. For kind of vaguely remembering the context. Good. Well done, guys. Well done. Okay. Now, who said sentient livers are attacking VTubers more at 11? Do you perchance have waffle fries? No, sadly no. But yeah, who said this quote?
Mr. Manager has to be.
Oh, that's a good guess. if it's livers,
Livers like the organ.
Yeah. And it could be you. Sentient livers are attacking VTubers more at 11. It's probably Mr. Manager. I'll go with Mr.
Either way,
Manager
it's
too.
him.
Okay. Yeah, you would both be correct. This is Mr. Manager.
Yay!
Hey.
Did you remember the context?
Was it when I
completely
saw
did the wrong thing.
something about VTubers being referred to as livers, but like in my brain, I thought it was talking about livers, like the organ.
Yes.
It went from there.
Yeah, congratulations on your point and a half.
Yay!
Oh no.
Yeah, you're getting a little ahead. It's okay. It's okay. This is very fun.
I'm so cooked.
I hope you've been having fun at least.
Yeah, I am.
Great. But yeah, so Blue thought he was talking about the organ, and then Mr. Manager said this, and he actually meant the organ when he said that. Okay. Now, who said they actually call me in for every birth ever because I am more important than a birth certificate, like Santa, but for babies and every day?
Mr. Manager!
Yeah, that feels like a Mr. Manager or not a Starlight quote.
Okay.
That's a good point. It could be not a Starlight quote.
Yeah.
Ooh. I like that thought. Yeah, I'm gonna go with not a Starlight quote. That's a
Okay.
good guess. That makes sense to me.
I go with
Maybe.
both, not Mr. Manager and not Starlet.
Oh, can I go
Okay.
with both too?
Sure. Because anyway, you would have both been right. This is not actually a Starlet quote.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
I don't know where this is from,
Cool.
but I know the quote. Yeah, I have repeated this one a couple times in different places. This is actually from a writing event I'm in where someone, for some reason, said decided that people are Australian not because it says so in the birth certificate, but because they said so. And so they said that they were more important than the birth certificate. And this is the whole quote. I like that person's sense of humor. You know this person, Luna. I can tell you later. But yeah, so this was not a Starlet quote. Well done, you both. Well done.
Yay.
Oh, what's that? Okay. Now, they are cool and swag. Yeah, that is not. This is not a you quote, Luna. The way you say that makes me think you think it's yours. It is not yours. Okay, now.
Wow, you're saying Luna isn't more important than a birth certificate?
No, I would know. I would know if it was mine. Are you sure? because because if these people in here have taught us anything, It is that sometimes you do not, in fact, know when a quote is yours. To be fair, it's not old enough that I would expect someone to have forgotten it already if they said it. But, like, you know, I know my own iconicness. Sure. Okay. Now, let's go for one that is very clearly Starlet quote. Typical Starlet combo. If it's not about selling lungs, it is about sloth drug dealers. Who said that?
Mr. Manager.
Yeah, I want to guess Mr. Manager. It's not about that, or Cell said that.
Oh, interesting guess. Okay.
Oh, good point.
I have to decide one though.
It's okay if you want to say
I'm gonna
both.
go with both.
One.
Mr. Manager is
Both?
Cell. Both?
And
Okay, both.
you would both be wrong. This is an
Oh.
Orpheus quote.
Oh, I should have guessed.
Oh.
So do you have any idea what the context might have been?
Something about selling lungs and drug dealers.
Yeah, this was probably after it was established that you take people's lungs and you sell them, but
Yeah, that
I
was
don't remember the sloth drug dealer thing.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unlike the lungs, the sloths have only come up a couple times, and I don't think they have in a very long time. But
Oh.
so Orpheus was talking about someone who had to investigate a cat, and then Mr. Manager suggested investigating a sloth that was doing drugs. And Orpheus said maybe they were dealing them because sloths are very sus. And then he said the rest of the quote. With your return, yay! Welcome back, Lilith.
Yay!
Also,
Welcome
you
back,
just
Lilith.
witnessed the perfect Spanish pronunciation of the word Wi-Fi. In Spain, we pronounce it Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
Oh, that
Wi-Fi.
that makes sense.
And it's the way my brain read it.
Yeah.
Like immediately. So I actually said it out loud like that. But yeah.
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi. Yeah. I prefer the Spanish version. I mean, it's technically shorter. Because it's just like Wi-Fi instead of Wi-Fi, you know? Okay. Let's see. Who might have said that they could be your midlife crisis?
It feels like either me or a Starlit friend.
Okay.
Yep, Starlit Friend. I'm gonna go with Starlit Friend.
I'm gonna go with the Starlit friend, yeah.
Okay. You would both be right. This is, in
Yay!
fact, a
Yeah.
Starlet friend. I don't have much context outside of who it was said to. It was said to the bunny boy.
Oh my goodness. I had a feeling.
Yeah? How does one become someone's midlife crisis? I have no idea. That sounds like an amazing song lyric. Oh, it kind of does.
It is! I should write that song.
Oh gosh. Okay. Quick,
Get the instruments out.
Get this.
Get the instruments out. Oh gosh. Not right now, but maybe some other time. If Stell writes this song, we can do some karaoke some other time, maybe. Once Stell writes the song. Okay. Yeah. Get ready for what is, I think, the longest quote I have ever written down in my entire life. So let's see who said this one. I have perchance never murderized a perchance person I might or might not perchance know very closely, perchance, just so I could perchance extract their perchance lungs and perchance sell them in the perchance black market at the very perchance high prices, and you can't prove the contrary. No chance.
Me.
You.
Me.
That was you, Blue.
Me.
It was. Oh gosh. I don't have nearly enough air to read all of that. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, that
I
was a
think
Blue
this
quote.
was taking something else that someone said and just adding perchance a bunch to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the perchance essay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so what happened is I said the thing without the perchances. And we were talking about how the more context you give out something, the more details you give, the more sass it tends to sound. And Blue decided to add perchances everywhere. Because
I knew it had something to do with you, Estell.
Yeah, because it was something like, I have never murderized a person I may or may not know very closely just so I could extract their lungs and sell them in the black market at the very high prices and you can't prove the contrary, or something like that. So it was like highly specific. Like, it's not just I've never killed someone, it's I've never killed someone so I could do this highly specific thing, you know? And yeah, Blue made it even worse. You can't just say perchance. We can, and we do all the time. We've established that perchance is a quote we say a lot.
Perchance.
Yeah, that is, I'm pretty sure it is the longest quote I have in any list ever. So congratulations, Blue. You have the longest quote ever.
I am honored to be the record keeper of longest quote.
Yeah, it's not the most quotes, but it's the longest one. Now, continuing, who might have said, "I am a child"?
You. It was you, Cell. I'm not even denying this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with Estelle.
Okay.
Still sounds right.
Does
I mean,
either
it
of you
still
have an
sounds correct
idea
that
of the
it's Estelle.
context?
No.
Something about debating your age.
Okay.
I vaguely remember it was something about debating like how old is Cell.
Okay, nah. So this was in a BC where I tried to combine. I tried to say kid and child at the same time, and it came out as I am a child. And this was on the contrary, because someone was trying to bully me for something, like joke bully me, and it was like, you can't bully me. I am a child. Funny. Yeah. But good guess, guys. Good guess. Okay. Now for the next one. Who said, "I can have babies now"?
Oh.
Was this not a Starlit quote?
Was this a Starlit
Hopefully.
friend? I feel like it was a Starlit friend.
Oh, it
Yeah.
could be.
Okay, is that what we think?
I'm gonna say not a Starlit quote.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it's a Starlit friend.
Okay, congratulations, Estelle. It was a Starlet friend. Does either of you remember what it referred to? Or like what it was about?
The context is something about this specific friend. Oh no, I know what it is. I booted up Tamarachi Life on my 3DS. And this specific Starlit friend got married in the game. I think that's the context.
Okay, it is not. It was actually about Stardew Valley, but you know what? I'm giving you half a point anyway because that's funny. This entire thing exists because I think things are funny. So if you say something funny enough, or that I like well enough, you get an extra. Because why not?
Thank you.
And also, you were very behind. I mean, what?
Anyway.
Yeah. Okay, we're going on to another very obvious one. Who role played hiding lungs and IP addresses?
Orpheus.
Orpheus.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, mm, 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 mm. Does either of you remember the context? Congratulations, Estell, for making it to 20.
Yay!
Yay! I don't really remember a specific context for this.
Okay.
I don't remember either. It was something about D&D, but that doesn't count.
Nah, it wasn't about D&D. So this was because we were talking about how when we first met, when entering Starlet, we were all like very formal and like very like tense and stuff with each other. And it was like, well, now if we wanted to be formal and professional, what we would do is we would bring out like a PowerPoint, like we were having a meeting. But the PowerPoint would be about selling lungs and hacking into Discord servers. And so Orpheus sent this as if he was role playing it.
That's funny.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. But yeah, good attempt at the context. It could have been related to D&D. It wasn't. No.
It wasn't.
Yeah. Okay. Now, who might have said to eat the router? Like the internet router? However you pronounce
Internet router.
Yeah, the internet router.
That was Mr. Manager.
Was it? Okay. Blue?
Referring to someone's Wi-Fi's issue.
Yeah.
Someone's Wi-Fi issues.
That would make sense. Does Blue agree?
I wanna say it was me.
Oh,
Okay.
good point.
Okay. Is that the final answer from both of you? What is? Blue thinks it was her. Estelle? What is your final one?
My final answer is Mr. Manager, though.
Okay. Well, Blue would be right. Yeah.
Mr. Manager's a good guess, though. That would have been my second.
I'm going to give half a point to Estelle still, and I will tell you why in a minute once I finish actually putting them in, because if not, I will forget how many points you will have. And it wouldn't be the first time I lower Blue's points accidentally. Don't worry about it, I fixed it. So Blue said it, but she did that when Mr. Manager said first that if the internet didn't work perfectly when he was playing an online game, he would shatter the router. And Blue suggested to eat it instead. And that is actually the quote that led to another one, to the next one actually. So I won't ask you for the context of this one because it was immediately after, or like almost immediately. But if you guys manage to tell me how we got from one to the other, that is okay too. I think we all know, but who said car batteries more like family-sized juice?
Me!
Is it Estelle?
Yeah, it was indeed Estelle.
You asked me about it on my debut.
Yeah, I did. And I mentioned it in mine.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
But the way we got there was something about the battery. Oh yeah, like little AA batteries.
Yeah.
Or like shots.
Yeah. So
it's from the router to the little AA.
It started with eating the router, and then it turned into eating like batteries in general, and then like there was a blender at some point involved for some reason, and then yeah. Hilarious that we were talking about eating car batteries yesterday. How did you think that conversation started? Like, what do you think started that?
Eat the batteries.
Like, this is the quote that started yesterday's conversation. Yeah. But yeah, very good. Okay. Who said, I already speak of feet too much.
That feels like a manager quote as well as a Starlit friend quote.
Yeah.
Jeremy's still on the waffles. I hope you can have some waffles, Bryce. I think I threatened to eat soap scattered battery or something. Yeah, you did a little more than that. But sure, we will leave it at that. Okay. So you think it's Mr. Manager or a Starlet friend? What about Blue? What do you think?
To agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a
Mr.
manager Starlit friend quote.
Yeah.
Okay. I regret to inform you both that you were wrong. This is a me quote.
Oh.
Does either of you have any idea what the context might have been?
No.
Feet.
Oh my idea what this could be.
Okay, so this was about because I said I was too American already because D&D measures things in feet, and I played a lot of D&D back then. So I said that I already spoke of feet too much. Yeah, some of these out of context are so bad. Like it's like what was that even about? You know. But yeah, okay. Then after that, someone in response to this, and I'm not asking you for the context, said, "Foot fetish." But the foot is in reference to the unit of measurement and not the part of the body.
Manager.
Has either the manager or me?
Okay.
I have to pick one.
Final answer, manager.
I'm gonna say me.
Okay. Well, Blue would be right. This is a Blue quote.
Yes!
Oh no.
Yeah. That was Blue's response to me talking about to me saying that I spoke of feet too much.
Oh no.
Yeah. Okay. Now, how about the next one? Who said that they have a Sigma to grind set?
That's a manager quote.
Tell me this is Mr. Manager, yeah. Please tell me.
Okay. Those are the final answers?
Yeah.
Okay. As much as it sounds like it could have been Mr. Manager, this is not actually a Starlet quote.
Funny.
This is a different person from the writing event I mentioned earlier, where the same person said the thing about birth certificates and like being more important than birth certificates. Oh, Blue disappeared.
Oh no.
Sorry, I was just changing something on my end.
Okay.
Okay.
You're still gone. Like just the minute when you're supposed to be back, so I can be like, okay. A little blurry, but you're there.
There you go.
Okay.
Oh, now you're red. Now you have a red outline.
Oh, she already had one before to me.
I know.
Okay. But yeah.
I got some ketchup on me. Give it a second.
Okay. But yeah, this was the same person that said the thing about birth certificates, and so it was not a Starlet quote. They actually got quoted. Like I got to submit. Like we do something called superlatives, where we give people titles based on the stuff they did during the event, and this quote made it into the superlatives for that person.
Oh wow.
It was really funny. But yeah. Now, who said, "I would want to know Estell's thoughts as she hasn't had one yet"?
Still true. Anyways, it was a Starlit friend. The same one about Bunny Boy.
Was it now? Okay.
Yeah, this one
I
was...
think so.
I didn't hear Blue, sorry. Can you repeat?
This one. This one was me.
Oh.
Yeah. This was Blue.
Based
Ah.
off of based off of something Estelle said, the way it was worded, it just kind of sounded like, or the way someone said something, it just the way it was worded could be interpreted as she hasn't had a thought yet.
Yeah.
So actually, so we were talking about what to do with D&D, and Stell was the only one who hadn't said anything about it. And
Oh,
Blue wanted to
yeah.
say that she wanted to hear from Stell on like what you wanted to do with it for D&D. But this is what you said instead.
Oh, no.
There was no one else involved in that. Like Blue, you can't blame anyone else for this one. That one was all you. Oh god.
I mean, it's true. Can you blame her because it's true?
Yeah, but like it wasn't the way she intended it to sound, but it's the way it sounded, and it was so funny. Like for a while,
Yeah.
my favorite Starlet quote was the one Lilith did about like, "I see what you're divorced now." And but this one was my favorite for a pretty short time because the word dumped happened not long after. But like this was my next favorite, and then it became the dumped one, and the dumb one just took over. Judith threatened to eat my cat battery and not share. Please don't actually eat cat battery. Car batteries, not cat. Cat battery. Cats have batteries now. Okay. Hi. Oh gosh. Okay. How about the next one? Who said that their brain cell is big?
That feels like a you quote.
Okay.
Wait, that was me. That was me. But it actually was in Spanish. The
Yeah.
original was in Spanish.
Okay,
Yeah.
I
then
forget
if
what
it's
the word for brain cell was, but
Okay.
I suppose it's blue.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Stal. You did get it wrong.
Ah.
give Stella a point. It's okay.
It was with me. It was with me, but like it was Stal. So it was Blue. It was too many quotes, too many things in the brain now.
The brain cell?
Yeah, the big brain cell. La neurona grande. Yeah,
Yeah.
so kind of just shouted that while playing Uno on the game
Was
night
that
thing.
that Discord version of Uno?
Yeah, the Discord
Oh,
Uno.
pleasing eights.
Yeah, so we were
Yeah,
playing that one, and Blue just shouted that. And it was really funny. Okay, now, who might have said that they forget reality has fall damage?
Mr. Manager.
Okay.
Like, just
I
immediately.
feel like this could be you, Estelle.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember saying this, but I do remember that it was said.
Okay. That is better than half of this have been. Okay, so what are the final thoughts?
Mr. Manager.
I'll go with Estelle.
Okay. Then, Stell, you got it right. It was Mr. Manager.
I had a feeling.
Yeah, do you have any idea why he might have said that? There's a dog in the
Good
background.
question. You're good.
Okay. Neither of you has an idea?
Did he trip and fall or something?
Nah. So he suggested that to get better at playing 3D platforming games, I should walk in real life. And I said that if I tried to, I would probably like end up falling off a window or something. And he said that he forgot that reality has fall damage. Because, yeah, just see, I don't think I would survive falling from the window. Uh, but yeah, good attempts. Good attempts. Now, let's see. Who might have said? Skirts flipping up so much, I could probably see his Hiltusi? Hiltasi?
Was I'm the only one that adds ussy to words, please.
Well, thanks
I
for the
remember the
information, Stell. That's probably you then.
I was told I did not have to censor this, so it better be true. I know the context of who did it. Okay, I don't have the context because it happened in BC, and you guys just showed me the quote after.
I know the context.
Okay, if you can tell me the context,
It
I will
was-
give you the extra half a point just for it. Because,
So the
yeah.
context was Lilith was sharing the Irish dance competition videos.
Okay.
And in these videos they wear kilts and traditional clothing, right?
Yeah.
And I was sitting there like, man, this skirt's flipping up a lot. Yeah, the Scottish Highland dance. That's what I meant to say.
Okay, you're getting your half a point.
I am getting half a point.
Yeah.
Because I do remember it was something Lilith shared.
Yeah. It's totally not an obsession. Well, I hope you're enjoying your obsession. I mean, you're not an obsession. But yeah. So normal. Okay. Let's see. Sorry. Who said? My favorite part about spoiler care is when spoiler car comes out and says it's spoilering time and proceeds to spoil all over the place.
Me!
That's blue. That has to be
Yeah.
blue.
Okay, it is. It is blue. Does either of you remember the context?
No!
I want to say it was something about pre-debut,
No. Okay.
or was it? Oh no, it was me
Oh,
talking
wait,
about Persona.
Mm-mm.
No.
I
No.
think it was about Super Mario 3D World.
It
Oh.
was about Super Mario 3D. Well, it was at the same time that that Mr. Manager said the thing about fall damage and stuff. We were talking about that game because I was playing it, and you said that because you didn't want to say who the character was. You started talking about them as spoiler character. You said that. But yeah, good tries. Good tries. Okay,
try.
now, who might have said, since your ass is stuck in another condiment?
You know what?
In another condiment.
Condiment is like
Not
mustard or ketchup.
Yeah, like
I
ketchup, mayonnaise,
I
and
know,
stuff.
but I'm just sitting here like, wait, what?
Yeah.
I don't remember this being said. I think it's not a Starlight quote.
Okay.
Yeah, not a Starlight Crow. I'll go with that too.
Sure. Yeah, Lilith got it right. It was supposed to say continent. It said condiment. The person said condiment instead of continent. Yeah, this is not a Starlight quote. Just to show that Mr. Manager isn't the only person whose typos I will make fun of for the rest of their life. He's just the one that comes up the most. But very good, very good. Now, can you guess who said mating press, in all caps?
Mr. Manager! Has to
Is
be.
it? Or is it Estelle?
And no, the context was because of me. But no, it was
Okay. Okay. Let's skip Estelle the point.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not asking you for the context because you see, back when it was said out of nowhere in the general chat. It wasn't even in the BC text chat. I assumed, since I saw people were in BC, that it was about the BC things. But it was in the wrong place, which made it extra funny to me. So yeah, the context was set later on. I don't want the context. It was funnier to not have the context.
Right.
So we're keeping it without the context. Okay? Now, who complained? Why would you show us your pastries, man?
Mr. Manager.
Oh, okay.
It was. I
think
feel like the context is Lilith, but it was Mr. Manager.
Oh.
Okay, are those final
I
answers?
should
Where
go
are
with
they?
Lilith, but that makes sense though. It might be what Estelle said, but I'm gonna go with Lilith.
Okay. Blue would be right. Stell got it backwards.
Oh!
It.
Oh!
Lilith said it about a picture 8-bit sent. I was summoned. You're making it to the most normal quote so far, really.
We just got past mating press.
Yeah. Yeah, we can go back to that one if you want. But yeah, this was a Lilith quote.
That's funny.
Okay, now, I think we all know who said this one, but it's... Why are people talking? Okay. Sorry. I think we all know who said this one, but we might as well. Who said that they can't be held responsible for their actions?
That was Blue.
It was indeed Blue. Now, do you remember why she said it?
It was during the meeting we had, and I had commented about something, and then some time passed, and I looked at my screen again, and I commented on it again, not realizing I already did, because I forgot about it.
Not
So
quite.
I
But
said, I can't be held responsible because, like,
yeah,
I can't be held responsible for my brain, like doing that to me.
So not quite, actually.
Okay.
Because okay. So I sent a message saying two different things, and you answered to one of them, okay? And we were in BC. And I mentioned the other thing in the message that you hadn't responded to. And you were all surprised, like, wait, what? And I was like, Blue, you read the message. You answered to the message. How did you miss that? And you said, I can't be responsible for my actions.
Either way, it's my brain messing with me.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It wasn't quite the context, though. But yeah. Okay. Now, who might have said, what if dogs lick us because they know we have bones inside us?
I feel like that was either Lilith or me.
Yeah, that sounds like something you would say.
It sounds like something I'd say.
This is where we find out what we think of each other, really. Okay, are those the final answers?
I'm gonna go with Estelle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I regret to inform you both that it was a starlit friend.
Oh.
Yeah, and this was actually a quote they sent that they had said like a long time ago, and they sent us like a thing where it showed it. And yeah, it was apparently from 2022.
That's funny.
Which is a long time ago, which is really weird now. This is a good question. Oh, the question on the quote? I mean, I wouldn't say it's a good question, but it is certainly a question. But good try, both of you. It could have been. It could have been a stealth quote.
It could have been
Now, who said not to worry? It will explode. Just give it a few minutes.
That feels like either a manager or a or Orpheus quote.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll go with Mr. Manager.
Okay. Okay. Well, you're both right. It was Mr. Manager.
Yay!
Do you remember the context?
Um, I don't know.
No.
Okay. So hold on. Where is it? Okay. After Lilith followed Mr. Manager's suggestion to fix her computer problems, um, she said she just hadn't wanted anything to explode. And Mr. Manager's answer to that is, yeah, don't worry, it will explode. Just give it a couple minutes. You know? Like, yeah, no, it will explode. Don't worry. It will actually happen.
Don't worry.
Tech issues, yeah, it was tech issues. Very well done, though. Okay, now, Hugh said, like watching a train wreck, but with slightly fewer body parts flying around.
That feels like a manager quote.
What?
Yeah, someone
Gosh,
compared
what
something.
is
Yeah.
You know, because
this?
it's
Watch
like
the train wreck.
you know what they say. It's like watching a car crash. You can't look away.
Yeah, except it
Oh,
was like
yeah.
watching a train wreck, but with slightly fewer body parts flying around.
Feels like a manager quote.
Okay. Blue, what do you think?
Yeah, I'll go with the manager quote.
Okay, well, I regret to inform you both that this is not a Starlet quote.
Oh, thank goodness.
This was part of the modding team for the writing event thing I've told you guys about. They were expecting a chat that was very, very, very chaotic. And they compared it, and they said it was like watching a train wreck, but with slightly fewer body parts flying around.
Oh my god.
It was really funny. But yeah, this is the chat that ended up with like cheese and soap being together. But the ship name is Tube, like soup. And then there's the Triforce of Tube and all of that. The absolute chaos that was the chat. So that's what it is about. But yeah, okay. Good try though. Good try. It could have really been. It does feel like something they would say. I expected that this one and the birth certificate ones you may think that it would be like Mr. Manager. Okay, then who said to shave your money?
That feels like a manager quote again.
There goes another leg. No, Jeremy, please. Okay.
I'm gonna go with Sal. Yeah.
With whom?
With you, Sal.
Ah, okay. So the options are Mr. Manager and me. Did I get that right? Well, once again, I regret to inform you you are both wrong.
Oh no.
This was a blue quote.
I had a feeling. Me.
And you followed it up with another quote that I haven't put in here, so I'm going to tell you anyway. And it was so you were telling us not to spend all of our money, and then when we questioned the shaving part of it, you said, "Do you think the bank will accept unshaven bills?" It was really funny. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Well, who might have said that humans invented the sounds produced by dinosaurs? Which is true. Which is probably true, but you know.
It's true. That's a Starlet quote. That's a Starlet quote. Cause I remember it.
You remember
Is
it?
this Master Manager?
Okay. Blue.
I don't
Okay,
know.
I was going to say not a Starlight Crow, but if Estelle remembers it,
I think I
I'll say
remember it.
Mr.
It might be my
Manager,
brain
too.
inventing things.
Oh, that's true.
Okay.
Oh, I understand that. I mean, I understand
Okay.
it.
Okay. Is Mr. Manager your final option for both of you?
I'm gonna say Mr. Manager, Blue.
Who's invented the sounds produced by dinosaurs? I'm gonna say it's not a Starlight Crow.
Oh.
I'm gonna be different.
Oh, interesting. Well, you would both be wrong.
Oh, okay, it didn't matter.
This is a Starlet friend. The same Starlet friend that said the thing about dogs and bones said this one. What if dinosaurs actually sounded like cats? Oh, that would be very cute, but also not wouldn't really fit like with my mental image of dinosaurs.
What if it's like a really, really deep meow?
Like meow. Meow.
How do we know dinosaurs didn't purr?
Oh, good question.
Also, I don't know.
Rub their heads on.
I don't know if anyone here or watching these clips thinks, but like, I think I need all of us meowing in the deepest voices ever to be a clip.
Yeah.
I think I need that in my life. Just all of us going meow.
Meow.
Whoever's had those quotes, I like them. Same brain cell as I. Fair enough. But yeah, now, who might have said good to LMPW?
That's a
LMPW.
That's a manager quote.
I think
I know I keep saying it, but
I know, I understand.
Yeah, I mean, Mr. Manager does have a lot of quotes.
I'm gonna say not a Starlight Crow.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Stell, you're getting a point. This was...
Yay!
I need to explain it to you guys. So it was originally a me quote. And then I proceeded to try to gaslight Mr. Manager into thinking it was his. And the next time I brought up the quote, he did not remember that conversation. So he was, in fact, convinced that this had been his quote, and not mine.
Remember, kids, the power of gaslighting.
I mean, I could have told you literally anyone said any of these quotes, and you have probably believed half of them. But yeah, this is the quote that had a possibility of getting a whole 2 points. If you had been between me and Mr. Manager, you would have gotten 2 whole points. Because I wasn't ready to accept either answer. The true, real, actual, proper answer is technically me. But yeah, Mr. Manager did believe that it was his when it was brought up again. It was very funny. But yeah. Okay. Now, I think we're familiar. I think we're familiar with this one too. But time to say, I'm just a little American white boy me.
I'm just a little American. Why bully me?
Yeah. Exactly that. Because like gatekeep spelling issues.
That's a manager quote.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, that could be, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, manager. Manager.
Okay, yeah, you're both right. It is Mr. Manager.
Yay! Yes, like gatekeep spelling issues.
Yeah. The spelling issues are interesting here. Um Okay, did you guys have any idea what the context might have been?
No.
No.
Okay, so this was what he said after, I think I made a mistake, and I think it might have been after the previous, like the good to know one. It was supposed to say good to know, by the way. That is how well I spelled the word. Um, when he said that, because I said that no one would ever remember my mistakes, but we would all remember forever his mistakes. Because I am the one keeping track of the mistakes and bringing them back up. You know? So, like, I choose whose mistakes we bring up. And it's usually Mr. Manager's and not mine. But very good, very good. Yeah. Okay, hold on. What did someone say? Someone said something.
It was
Oh,
Lilith.
it's
She clipped it.
I love that. Thank you, Lilith. Wait, Lilith, can you not send links in the chat, or did you just choose to send it there?
Oh, probably not.
Oh, I should fix that at some point.
Yeah.
Lilith should have permission to that. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I just chose to send it there. Okay, you can. Well, I don't know if you can double check somehow, but we can deal with it later. If you don't have permissions, I will check and like give it to you. But okay, who do we think said that toilet overflow is just your house having acid reflux?
Acid reflux. The context is me.
Is it? Okay.
Hey, if you think you're out of the context, that at least lets me know this is a Starlit quote.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I think I'm the context. And manager said this. Mr. Manager said this.
I'll go with what Estelle says.
I need to find real quick. See, the thing about moving these out of order is that sometimes they are really really weird to find. Okay, well, I will regret to inform you both that this is actually not a Starlet quote.
Oh, my brain was making things up again.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not
Your
quite
brain
sure.
tricked me too.
I'm not quite sure what was happening. There was talk about a storm, and that a toilet was overflowing, and someone said that about the toilet. I'm not questioning it too much. You know, I don't think I want to know. But yeah, it wasn't the Starlet quote at all. So Lilith, I have no idea what you sent, but it shows
It was probably the
asterisks to me.
link.
Oh, it might have been. Okay, I will fix it later. It's okay. Okay.
It's okay.
Now, who said, "Can I roll to eat the corpse? Cell is a fish." It was Time Link. Okay. I will fix it later.
Mr. Manager?
Yeah. It is.
Okay, yeah, it is, Mr. Manager. Let me find the context to see if I can ask you for a context or if it's just. Yeah. Do you guys remember the context? It's a very simple context. Half of it is the fact that it was during like about D&D, but like the other half.
Oh,
I don't remember the other half.
I don't remember.
It's okay.
I do remember it was Mr. Manager though.
Yeah, that's okay. It was basically just because I was joking about dying suddenly without you guys like ever knowing. And for some reason he decided he wanted to eat the corpse.
Oh.
I'm not questioning it too much. Okay, now this one might be remembered. Who said hi? This is blue.
It's not blue.
Okay, we got that far.
It's the context was something about gaining access to our accounts. And
Okay.
it was Mr. Manager saying it.
Okay, good guess.
Yeah.
Blue. Okay, blue
Was
agrees.
it about when we were talking about swapping
Swapping
like pretending to be
accounts.
each other for like April Fools or something?
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting guesses. Okay. Um. Well.
And yeah, I'm gonna go with Mr. Manager too. Even though it
Okay.
could be anyone.
Well, I regret to inform you that this was me.
Okay.
That's funny.
This was me going into Blue's practice stream, and what I said in the chat was, "Hi, this is Blue."
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was not indeed Blue. Yeah. Oh gosh. But good attempt. Good attempt. See, this goes to show that like when you make a mistake, you like remember it forever and like it stays in your brain. But then people like see the mistake and they forget it immediately and literally do not care. You know, but you spend
Yeah.
like, but you're always like, oh, I remember the single mistake I made like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
This is kind of like
Yeah.
that. We're like, I remember this, but I see that Blue completely forgot it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we have very few quotes left. We've gotten through a lot more than I expected us to get through. If the fact that Blue has 40 points doesn't tell you that much. Okay.
Oh no, I'm scared.
Now, who might have said, murder one day, high-fiving Jesus the next?
That was Manager.
This was. Oh, it's either Mr. Manager or I think it may have been Cell.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, good point.
Interesting. Okay. Does either of you think you know the context for it?
No.
Not specifically. No.
Okay. Well, do you think
Yeah,
anything
I
at all?
know. I know we were talking about Jesus, obviously.
Yeah,
Or something with
somehow.
that. And like the previous day, maybe that's when we did our D&D thing or something. I don't remember.
This is what I expect the people who were watching, who are playing with me D&D, to come in and ask who Jesus is again. Thank you. No, I play the only character. So we play characters from a thing, and I play the only character who canonically knows who Jesus is. So it
That's
tends
funny.
to come up, and every time they're like, who the fuck is Jesus?" And I still haven't answered them. But okay, yeah. This is actually a Blue quote.
Oh.
I was wondering.
And I don't know.
Man.
I don't know why we were high-fiving Jesus, but I asked why we were doing it, and I said I probably shouldn't question it, considering the previous day or like a couple days before that was when we had the whole killing 8-bit thing. So that's when I said that, like, oh, I probably shouldn't question that, considering we killed 8-bit like 2 days ago. And Blue was like, yeah, murder one day, high-fiving Jesus the next. Really, who is Jesus?
I
see
mean, that
everyone
is what
go.
happens after every murder.
Yeah, yeah, apparently. Very good, my D&D people asking me who Jesus is. I will still not answer that question. Good.
Who's your cousin Jesus?
Oh.
Who's your cousin Jesus?
The one with the one human feet? Human foot? Is it the one foot or the mope? That is human. We will get to that quote eventually. Not today. That is not included today. Anyway, I think we might be familiar with this one. This one has come up again. Who said that there is a less than zero chance someone was attracted to you doing that? And I'm not telling you who the Jew there is yet.
Gonna guess this is Mr. Manager.
Either
But it
Manager
depends
or
on if
Orpheus.
this
Or
if this is
no.
the very, very first instance of this, or if this is a reference to it.
I think there's only
I
been one
hope
instance
this
of
is
the
the
full
original.
quote, but we have made fun of the less than zero chance a lot since then.
Yeah, that part. That part.
This was the
Yeah.
first original quote.
Okay, then Mr. Manager.
Mr. Manager.
Okay,
Yeah.
Do you remember the context?
No.
Okay.
Someone was attracted to you doing that. Not really.
Or who the Jew was. I will also take who the Jew is. No?
Estelle?
What?
Do you think you may know who
Was
the
it
Jew there is?
No.
Was it Estelle?
Okay, okay, it wasn't. It
Oh.
was about me. And it's
Oh.
because I explained that I learned to do this voice to like be silly to people on the internet. And then Mr. Manager went, well, there is a less than zero chance someone was attracted to you doing that.
Manager. 8 couldn't lie.
Yeah. So as much fun as we've made of the less than zero chance, everything else there is a little questionable.
Oni-chan in that voice real quick.
Oni-chan!
Oh no.
Can you say Oni-chan in that voice real quick?
Oh yeah, I said it. Did it not pick up?
It did not.
Oh,
No,
sometimes
okay.
it's a little too high pitched for this girl. Oni-chan! Was that better?
There you go.
Oh,
a little
thank you.
lower.
There it is.
A little lower, yeah.
No, there it is.
Yeah, it's actually the first word I learned to do with that voice was actually that.
Oh my
And then
goodness.
slowly, like, it evolved into me being able to just speak like that. But at first, I could only say that, and only in a very specific tone of voice. That was like I was kind of complaining, kind of thing. I was like, Oni-chan! Kind of like that.
Oh yeah.
I've kind of lost it a little, but yeah, that was the first thing I learned to do. It doesn't quite sound the same anymore, but yeah.
Yeah, I
Now,
get you.
we are up to the very last quote. We
Oh.
know who's winning already, but like, we have to finish.
Tom.
Oh, hey, listen. Yeah, it sounds a little like that. Hey, listen.
Oh yeah, a little bit. It does sound like Navi.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, but who said that maybe I should just jump off the noobs?
Are we ending this with a manager
Oh,
quote?
I think that was you. I think that was
Oh,
you. I
wait.
think I remember when this happened.
Oh, maybe it is then. I'm gonna go with Blue's answer because I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you would be right. It was me. Do you remember the context, or have any idea what might have happened there?
I think instead of saying clouds, you said noobs, because the Spanish word for clouds is like nubis or something.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
that
that
is
makes sense.
exactly it. So I tried to say both nubes and clouds, and it came out as noobs. Yeah, this I always remember this when I see there's a lot of memes about like people writing polyglot characters who speak like more than one language. and writing them wrong. And then people like correct them like with things their polyglot friends have said before, like the mistakes they've made, like kind of like this, you know. And I always think about this one because, like, yeah, that is truly the I know more than one language curse. I will mix up the words halfway through a sentence and you say something that makes
Oh,
no
no.
sense in either language. But yeah, that was our very last quote. Congratulations, Blue, on winning.
I don't even. I can't redeem myself. I'm so dumb.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You started already with Blue ahead, and then you got a little closer a few times. But like, yeah. I do want to say though, there were 60 quotes, and the highest we have reached is 42.5 points. So
That's a new record.
there were at least 17 different quotes where you did not know anything about them.
Yeah.
At minimum 17 of them where you knew nothing. And like you could have known little bits here and there, you know, but like 17 quotes where you knew nothing is a lot of quotes, but like there were 60 of them. So congratulations to both of you for getting through that. And now I will I will give the punishment to Estell.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh no.
that is on the wrong person, but shh, I just didn't know who would win. Let me make it smaller. I don't want it to be that big. Here, I don't want it to be stepping on your eyelid. Please.
Fair enough.
There you go. Now you have you have been given your punishment. I have handed over to you the crown of shame, and you are now obligated to wear it for a week.
A week.
This includes all the streams you do, whether on your channel or not, for the next 7 days. Okay?
I'm so dummed.
I will give you later the thing to put it on your like the emote. But yeah, you are now obligated to wear it, and I do watch you guys' streams, so I will be watching, and I will know if you don't use it.
Especially since I stream later tonight.
Yeah. I will go to sleep, but I will see it tomorrow. But yeah, I was willing to give you guys a prize instead of a punishment, and you guys decided you wanted a crown of shame, and then you guys decided the crown of shame should be Innocent Cell. So
because
really, you only have yourselves to blame here.
Yeah, we do.
But yeah,
I do.
This was fun.
I was the one that suggested.
I'm glad people were having fun in the chat. I'm really, really glad. I have been collecting these quotes for a very long time. And I hope you guys have fun too. Did you guys have fun?
I did.
Thank you for hosting this.
Yeah.
Thank you both for agreeing to
You
play.
did a good job.
Oh, thank you.
I'm so glad I got to play.
Thank you both. Oh, you're so sweet. I'm glad you liked it, and I'm glad you wanted to play. Thank you so much for wanting to play. Before we wrap this up, now that we have Stell's punishment and everything, since Stell mentioned, do you guys want to tell my chat when and what you will be streaming next, so they can go check you guys out? You guys have the links in the description and stuff. So the links are in YouTube there in the description, and they're in like panels on Twitch and stuff. You can find them, right? These are Bluabell and Estell Rochelle.
Estell Rochelle, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Do you want to start Blue, like alphabet order again?
Yeah, sure. So my next stream is going to be tomorrow, the 30th at 9 p.m. CST, 10 p.m. EST. We're going to be playing more of The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword.
Yeah, that one. You guys should totally check that one. I know several Zelda fans are in the chat. So you should totally go watch that one. Blue's really fun to watch. And you can have her in the background. She sounds very nice. She's very nice background voice. Yeah, Yeah. What about you, Stell?
Oh, thank you.
Do you want to share?
Later tonight at 6:30 p.m. CST, I will be playing Persona 3 Reload for the first time.
Yay! It's so exciting!
Yay!
I have been
And that will
waiting
be
for this.
7:30. That will be 7:30 EST.
Okay, good. Lovely, lovely. Yeah, I have been waiting for this so much. I stayed away. I think I mentioned it. I stayed away from both Skyward Sword and Persona 3 Reload stuff until you guys were playing the games because I really wanted to be able to watch them and experience them for the first time with you guys. Yeah. Yeah, I will be posting my schedule to Twitter in a bit, but like I will be live on Tuesday next. We will be doing the first productivity stream because Tuesday is the first of the month, which means writing event. So we will be being productive, and I will hopefully be actually writing during the stream. Yeah, thank you guys for the stream. Thank you guys for watching, and thank my amazing players for being here and agreeing to play this. This has been coming such a long time. And I'm really glad you guys agreed and liked it. Thank you so, so much. Yeah. Do remember to check out their links and check out their streams. They're really fun and really cool. And yeah, I will be seeing you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.